G'day, g'day, g'day. We've got our young mate
still here.
TJ over there. I'll just step him out for a minute because he's been a naughty boy.
Just quick, in and out.
Yeah, he wasn't listening earlier on when I said behave yourself.
Hello.
How are we, folks? G'day.
G'day, who are you? You're Sean, aren't you?
And you're Ilana, right?
And we are?
The Downunder
Cruisers.
Cruisers. How are we, folks?
Happy lunchtime.
Happy lunch. Yeah, brunch. Brunch. So we've got, I'll tell you what, we got some very, very quick-fingered people here. We've got Sean and KC who came in on the chat first up. Welcome aboard.
Welcome to our lunchtime.
Q's Cruisers, welcome aboard. Hey, you guys had a fantastic live earlier on. Nice to see. Jonathan Short, hey, how you doing, Mr. Short? We've got Sailing Away with TNK there. G'day, everyone, he's saying.
Hi there. Brianna's
g'day, Brianna. Nice to see you again, Brianna. Welcome aboard. Okay.
Nayuma's here.
Yep, Sailing Away with TNK. That was weird. Yeah, you're right. And Q's are saying naughty. TJ, yeah, he was misbehaving. As usual. No, well, actually, was it TJ or was it Lessex? Not sure.
I don't know. Well, they're both in the naughty corner right now for the moment.
Yeah, that's right. Hi to Nayuma. How are you? Welcome aboard. Papa Mozo.
I agree. Anytime.
Yep, anytime. I think she's pretty sure off some. Yeah, absolutely. Welcome aboard, Papa, and I hope you're feeling a whole heap better. You had a fantastic live earlier on. I saw that. It's great to see. What do we got here? We got Papa Mozo saying hi to Sean and KC. Bless you all.
Indeed.
TJ saying Papa Mozo needs to try T Public. Yeah, we're busy thinking about going down that T Public path as well. We'll see how that goes. The Six Traveling Shorts. How are we? Nice to see you. Oh, the lady with the most, Cindy Spiker. Welcome aboard, Cindy and Doug. How are you guys? Nice to see you.
Hey, Elma.
Elma. Woo.
You can do better than that.
Yeah, I can, but I'm waiting for Ronnie.
Oh, yes.
Brianna's asking, hope we're doing well, and yes, we are. Oh gosh, no, we've got them again.
Some more?
Yeah. Hi, some more. Hi, Heather and Dwight. Nice to see you on board. Your live was great. Awesome. Papa's going. Bless you both and your thank you, Papa. Q's are saying, hello, Cindy. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. It was so nice to get to know you and Doug a little more. And yes, it was. Absolutely. But then Q's have got this thing for Alma, you know. Alma!
Is that like Wilma from the
Yeah, that's
Flintstones?
right. I was thinking.
Right.
Yeah, TJ was saying that was the saddest woo ever. Yeah, that's right. I know. Cindy's going, Q's Cruises, thanks for having us. We enjoyed it, and it was well worth it. It was a great live stream. Papa's going, Spikers, it's never a bad day to see you. Jeez. This is all going fantastic. Couple of chats between the people and
exchanged.
Hellos being exchanged. All right.
Can I just?
Yep.
We haven't got our usual caffeine hit today.
No,
What's
we haven't.
Here?
Well,
we're juicing today.
I already had 6.
Well, I've had about 4 already.
Yeah.
So when it's swapped, it's midday. So it's a beautiful warm day today.
It is. We're
celebrating
having
spring with a good juice. A good juicing we're having.
We had a 19-degree morning.
Which was fantastic.
It was awesome. And that 19 degrees turns out, I think we're going to end up with about 26 today. So that's awesome.
Already a bit sweaty today.
Yep. So the calculation for those of you across the pond, double and add 32.
Approximately.
That gives you a rough guess of where you're at. So
cheers. We've got mango ice cubes in ours, carrot and mango juice, and I think you've got just a mixed juice. A bit of mango in it. We could put a bit of body in there.
Yeah, we could. We could.
Yes, but better with vodka. Yep.
Bit of vodka.
Put a bit of body in there.
Maybe a bit of vodka or Malibu. Maybe a bit of a bit of rum in there. But, you know,
something a bit more spice it up a bit.
Yeah,
make it
just
interesting.
You know what? you know what? Leave it up to them to make the choice. What do you reckon?
Okay, we've got vodka or Malibu, yeah.
Vodka or Malibu?
We've definitely got vodka. I don't know if we've got Malibu in our booze.
No, we've got everybody else's leftovers, so yeah.
Looks like a drive-through bottle shop at the moment in our dining room.
Yeah,
that's what lockdown does to you. Absolutely.
TJ saying Everclear, right? Okay. All right. Sherry, g'day, Sherry. Sherry Rosinski, rum for sure.
We actually have
definitely.
We've got some Bundaberg, some
Bundy. Yeah, you would have Bacardi rum, right? We've got a manufacturer up in a place called Bundaberg, and they make primarily they produce sugar out in Bundaberg, but they produce not a bad rum and a few other alcoholic beverages.
So if you have a Bundy and Coke, you're having a rum and Coke.
Yep.
Papa Mozo's consuming a large amount of Pepsi.
Papa Mozo.
I tried the Pepsi with mango, Pepsi Max with the new mango flavour the other day.
And?
It just tasted like Pepsi Max to me.
Tasted like Pepsi Max with mango, right?
That's the only fizzy drink that I'll drink.
Yeah. Okay. Spikers are saying same with me, sailing away with TNK with squirts of Crystal Light 0 cal 0 carb flavour.
Yeah, which often equals no flavour, unfortunately. We're doing a low carb business as well. We've been doing keto for 2 years now.
Yep.
We've given up the keto. We're just trying to keep low carb, aren't we?
We're just doing the toe instead of the keto.
Or the key and not the toe.
Papa Mozo is giving us a hint on who Cheryl is, and Cheryl is his neighbour from the Wisconsin-Illinois line.
Oh,
thank you for that, Papa. Us and more are saying that Pepsi is nasty.
Okay, we have there's always two camps, isn't there? With
there is. I'll tell you what.
I do like Pepsi Max.
I'll tell you what. I'm going to shut up because for me, fizzy drinks, we don't drink much. All right, here you go, Ronnie.
Hang on. Can I just
you ready?
Lock my ear, please.
Woo! Ronnie,
out the other end.
Welcome aboard. Was that okay? Was that better?
Certainly cleaned out my cobwebs.
Yep. TJ and Kayla are saying Spikers water with a watermelon Jolly Rancher watermelon flavour and vodka and splash of Sprite Zero is his jam. Oh my goodness!
Are you speaking English there at the watermelon? What was that? A Jolly Rancher watermelon flavour?
Yeah, whatever.
Okay. Wow.
All right. He's giving my a 4 out of what? Maybe we just get him on.
100?
Maybe we just get him on and ask him.
We'll do that. Yeah.
Yes.
We just want to talk about because we were talking about our pontifications, what we were expecting last week.
Oh yeah.
From our esteemed premier.
That's
about our lockdown situation.
That's right.
Well, to put it mildly, we're still in lockdown.
We're still in lockdown.
The curfew's been lifted.
Oh.
A few people have been allowed to get back to work, like gardeners. They're allowed to come and mow your lawn.
They can mow your lawn.
Only one.
They can mow your lawn, but they can't go and do your beds. And
I can't make our beds.
Prune your flower beds. OMG.
Oh.
Prune your roses or whatever the case might be.
Yeah, so curfew's lifted, but we can't go anywhere anyway. So
yeah, well, that's it. And just to add some insult to injury, there's discussion right now between New Zealand and Australia to allow a travel bubble. That's great. We have a small problem. We're not included. The states that are included in that bubble are the state of Queensland and the state of the Northern Territory, which is not a state.
But apparently, I think at this stage, it's only one way. New Zealanders can come to us without quarantine coming in, but they have to quarantine going back. So at least there will be some stimulus of economy with the New Zealand dollar coming in. But see how that goes.
Papa Mozo saying that the Jolly Rancher sour gummies fall into one of the 4 food groups.
Well, hang on, they're fruit flavoured, aren't they? So there's your fruit group covered.
Yeah,
that's how I look at it. Sugar is from a plant. There's your vegetable covered.
Spikers are saying, I just can't believe TJ hasn't mentioned you driving on the right.
Oh, you have them.
Hang on, Cindy. It's not TJ. He's okay. It's that bloody Dwight character that gives me the irrits when he talks about driving on the correct side of the road. Yes, we do drive on the correct side. You guys drive on the right.
And we don't have the accents you do.
Yep. Oh, good on you. Nice one, TJ. Just sitting there biding his time. Okay. Okay, so Papa's has qualified what the 4 food groups are. Pizza, candy, donuts, and sodas. Hey, Papa, you're obviously not an American because you've spelled donuts correctly. Okay, let's kill that. He has.
He's put all the letters in.
Yep.
Shall we
Let's bring him in.
All right, let's do that.
Mr. TJ.
You drive on the wrong side of the road.
Oh, you were waiting for that.
Yes, I was.
Well, you'll be in trouble when you come here.
Yeah, well.
I'm just going to play the dumb American card.
Yeah, no, wait a minute. Let's have a look. Yeah. Dwight had to put his 2 cents worth in, right?
Oh, of course. Why would he not do that? I mean, that's Dwight. Dwight has to. It's not your show if Dwight's not there ridiculing you.
Yeah, crawl back in the cheese. And Papa Motor can actually spell correctly. Color, favorite. That
See, the way he just spelled favorite down here where I live is favorite for some weird reason. Don't ask why. There's literally last names here named favorite, like spelled like that.
Okay.
Weird enough.
Okay. It's good to see the you in the words.
Well, you gotta remember where I live, it's a lot of French-based stuff, so very Frenchy here.
Okay.
That's right.
So,
well, how are you, TJ? First of all, how's it going?
Well, go pretty good. Just hanging out. Kayla's exhausted. I had a long day between work, doctor visits, and just doing stuff around the house. They're playing with T Public, because I'm off Teespring altogether. Because what I like about them, you were talking about gig there later. What I like about them is you just initially resize your picture for them, and they size everything to your clothes. So you don't have to go individually and size everything because it's automatically done for you. And even all like your mask, your cups, everything. That's what I did. Actually, we're about to order our samples, and I've already pressed just the difference on how it looked online compared to how it looked on Teespring. So that's what we're about to do. Because I heard I've been hearing a lot of people have trouble. Like we hate our samples we got from Teespring. Yeah. So that's why I immediately was like, nope, not gonna deal with y'all.
Well, we were interested to see the standard that we got, which wasn't 100% correct. We didn't like this. Some of the items we got from them didn't actually pan out okay. They had some bad look on them, which was a real shame. Because they seem to have the whole package put together, but the writing at the back didn't come off okay. So it was you went in and washed once and came out
all of the letters dropping off.
Yeah.
So why have you summoned me tonight? Something we got to talk about for next week.
Yeah, we were going to talk about.
There's something going on next week.
We're going to talk about whatever it is that's coming on next week, and
looking forward to that.
You mean the thing I got to prep and everything and help come up with questions, and I'm not a part of it whatsoever. That all y'all get to be a part of that thing. So you brought me on to kind of just rub it more in my face, since I have no part of Twisted Trivia whatsoever.
Well, of course we want to shove it in your face because we know that you've got that character who lives in your attic.
Oh, he's moved out. He lives in a tent in the woods now.
You finally got rid of him. I hope you changed the lock.
He still comes and steals liquor and food from this house, but I mean, he no longer lives in my attic, so I'll take that advantage.
You didn't take the key away from him?
No, he just breaks windows.
Oh, thanks.
He uses what he calls his universal key, which is a brick.
Oh, yes, okay. Yes, we've heard of those, yeah.
Yes, that's the way he gets it out everywhere he goes, I guess. Brick. He no longer steals my truck. That's good. He's got a 1998 Daewoo now, so he's hot rodding that thing.
Okay. I can just put a mental picture of that.
Yeah, windows down, maroon color. Every door is was from a different Daewoo, so every color is different. Every panel is a different color. It's awesome.
Sounds a delight.
Weird, smoky smells coming out of the back as it drives off. I mean, it's a piece.
Wow.
Oh, well, we've got this happy.
He's a real chick magnet.
Oh, he is.
Okay, here we go. We've got this
Let's see.
other mob.
Oh,
G'day.
hello there.
Good day, mate.
What's up?
How they hanging?
A little to the left.
No, it's to the right where it belongs.
I thought you'd say that. Couple of new people coming in on board. We mentioned the 6 traveling shorts, but now we've got 2 traveling tour have come in.
Hey,
Hi,
guys.
welcome aboard. Nice to see you.
Good evening.
Good evening, friends. Oh no, that's the wrong accent, wrong time of the week. It's next week that
You ruined that, Sean. You ruined it.
So he's just practicing
for
for something. I don't know what.
Papa's saying that if they can supersize Tim Tams, he just moved to Australia. Yeah, well, you know, where there's a will, there's a way.
Just eat 2 and 2.
2?
We're Americans. We eat like 4 or 5. You gotta remember who you're talking to here.
Unless you live in New York, then they won't let you.
Sorry, Dwight?
Unless you live in New York, then they won't let you.
True.
You can have tray left and tray right. That's true.
Okay, we'll pretend I know what you're talking about there.
We're talking about Tim Tams.
Tray left and tray right. Okay.
Well,
I
here
have
you
no clue what you're talking about. I'm just sitting here nodding.
I'll have to ponder that for a bit.
All right, ponder as
I
you
will.
may.
Okay. We've brought in our guests to
Our other mob. We're waiting on one more to come in
okay.
because the one more who'll come in is actually going to keep.
So, do y'all want insights of like questions and all that for the show for this trivia? Because I've seen them.
Yeah, we just want to
I've
know
seen
that
it.
they at least answer one.
No, because we had to move this off your show. I ain't saying a thing on this channel about it. I'm not repeating any questions because they're that bad. The sex went to a dark place on this one. A very, very dark place. A tight, dark place.
We have the saying. Now, Papa Moser might be using the exact words that the sex might be using on the, because I can't speak
Papa
French.
Mozo, I
Look, French was the class in high school. My parents just told me to pass with a C, and they didn't care. Everything else was A's and B's, but French they didn't care as long as I got through it. No, but it's gonna be. This is gonna be Halloween themed. I know you guys don't really understand that yet, but go watch Hocus Pocus and you'll get it. That's all you need to do. That's your homework. Go watch Hocus Pocus.
Hocus
Hocus
Pocus.
Pocus.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go watch that. You'll kind of understand it. Watch it like 5 times through, like every white girl in our country is about to do for this next month.
Is that the movie? Wish is the Witch.
Yes, the witches. Sarah Michelle Gellar, Bette Midler. I think it's like Bette Midler and someone else, but
Okay.
I probably got completely wrong. I'm going to get shamed for it later. But anywho, it's going to be Halloween themed. Some contestants are going to be wearing costumes. LaSex is now an author on the Urban Dictionary, so he can play with questions more because he's made up stuff and now it's real. Because in a dictionary, as he says, if it's in a dictionary, it's real, even though it's a fake app one. So there's that now.
Okay.
He's got a slew of the whole Cards Against Humanity. Like he laser focused on that this time. So it's gonna be interesting for y'all. Like I said, I will not be here. I will be off property due to the reversed house arrest I have to do. I have to be kicked out of the property for that time. Kayla will still be doing the scorekeeping. The main thing for y'all is keeping those shorts in line. They're going to be the ones going buck wild.
TJ, I've got to ask you a question.
So.
How the hell can you let someone like LeSex take over your house?
He has a gun and mace.
Okay.
And a lawyer and very good attorneys.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm going to shut up now.
No, we're not going to enter that discussion
No.
as we did last
I'm
week.
sorry, I should have said very good attorneys. Let's put it like that. Very good attorneys.
I'll go with that one. Now,
I'm surprised that Kayla put up with it, actually.
For J&N Travels, just for John, 12.20. Because he can only lip read. He's at work.
AM or PM?
PM.
I want everything.
12:20 PM.
Why is Papa just speaking in French now?
I don't know.
Something going on we don't know.
You said something.
I know what
Has Gina hacked Papa Mozo's account and she's in the French maid outfit?
Maybe that's why his account's getting
because Gina's hacking it.
Anyway, now it's not.
Sex.
Now
Sex
it's not.
called me. He couldn't even chat at us and more. He had to make a brand new email to get in.
Well, they did ask me to try and put him into timeout, but you went and protected him.
Well, I will say one thing. When he is here, he does treat the house nicely when he's in the downstairs. He don't care. But downstairs, he does treat the house well. I've never had to pick up any mess outside of, one time Gina got down here. That was a mess. But also that'd be pretty cool down here.
Doesn't Gina live in Texas with McNaughty when he comes there?
She's working the corner in Texas right now since Brad's there.
I got it.
Remember, she's just there for Brad.
There for Brad. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Okay.
She's a bit of a groupie, I think.
Yeah.
But remember, if you're in Houston, it's $5 Tuesdays with Gina. All you want for $5.
Well, Papa's saying that she's not a diplomat.
Nope, she ain't no diplomat. She's something else I could say on my show, but not this show.
Yeah, that's right.
No.
He's also saying that she's often in the Houston metro area.
I also heard she works at the Flying J about 3 miles outside of Houston. You just got to go to the third stall in the mids.
The third stall, you had to clarify?
Yeah, third stall. You got to walk in and you got to do, the thing to Funky Town. You got to knock like that.
Oh, okay.
Do. Then you're good. You'll meet her. Trust me. Remember the code.
How do you know all that?
LaSex.
Oh, LaSex.
Sure.
Yeah.
Hey, do you know if Studs had any meetups with Gina?
Well, if you go to the fourth stall on the left, then you meet him.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Well, you never know. Things might improve for young Gina.
Probably not. I'm not giving my hopes up on that one bit.
Yep.
So next week.
Next week is that film night.
We've also got it's movie week as well this week.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right, that thing.
So next week we'll be introducing you to some Aussie and Kiwi films. And
Oh, please don't say I gotta watch that horrible movie Australia.
Oh no,
we won't put you through that.
We'll just put you through Priscilla.
We will not.
Queen of the Desert.
We will not submit.
I'll watch that. That's actually a good movie. I'll give you a credit. That is a good movie.
You're
Queen of the Desert. It's a bit crazy, but wild, but it's still a good movie.
Yeah.
Australia. I mean, come on, dude.
Do you want to know what the best movie ever is?
Which one's that?
It is.
Boogie Nights.
No.
Which one?
Something you watched, TJ. Sorry, Heather. What's the best movie?
Hamilton.
That's not a movie. That's a play. That does not count. That's a play.
It counts.
No, we have never seen that.
Yeah, we've never seen it.
We have never seen that.
It's a great play. Everybody should watch it once because it is a masterpiece. But it's a play, not a movie. Those are
No.
two different things.
Time out. Listen, when it comes on film, in a movie case, it is considered a movie, and on the 9th, it will be a movie. So therefore,
Time out.
No,
Consider.
you don't get a timeout.
Hey, it's my channel.
No, you sit back.
That is his channel. I mean, he does have that right. According to the Oscars, your movie must be played one time in the movie theater to be
It's
considered for an Oscar. So
Now-
until it's saying in the movie theater is not the movie.
Now,
But
let
with
me say
COVID,
this.
nothing's been happening in cinema. Haven't they chosen a lot of Netflix movies now?
Exactly.
Are they
They've
not-
allowed, here's why, because
No.
some of those Netflix movies have played in small independent theaters in the country. You just got to play in one. You can be anywhere in the country and play in one theater.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I have a small independent theater. It's called my living room. It's played more than once. So therefore,
How much are tickets? How much are concessions there?
my
That'd be a
tickets,
question.
my tickets are free because I'm generous.
She has a hookup with the owner.
Hang on a
okay.
second. Just hang on a second. Hello, Philip.
Yes, hi,
Welcome
Philip.
aboard. They're watching the new Borat movie.
Oh God, yeah, watch that.
To
Too.
that-
I did not
No, I will say if you guys want to see ridiculous, I watched. They had a pandemic special at South Park this week. They hit everything in our country in an hour, and I was with my Rainbow Coalition of friends in a group chat going. They went there, and there. They literally touched everything that we've gone through the last 6 months and are somehow getting away with everything we're seeing.
If you have a look at
Can
what
you see
Philip
what
says,
Philip's comment about
the shorty's
Papa
on
Mojo.
YouTube and it's where he wears his face mask.
Hey, even Papa Mozo agreed that it was a letdown.
Hamilton was a letdown, both in history and in Papa's opinion. And guess who knows?
Papa may not like hip hop
time.
either, so you kind of have to like hip hop music to like that play.
You have to like hip hop music a lot to like that play.
Yeah, I do. So I grew up with it.
Yeah, I don't. So it's
Well, I mean, it's everybody's. I've watched. Shoot, me and Cam probably watched that 3 or 4 or 5 times as we play as background in our house every once in a while. So while we're doing things,
I've watched it 3 or 4 times.
We'll have to watch it at least once and we'll make up our own mind, won't we?
Well, you can watch it.
Oh, what?
all I know is the guy who plays Hamilton created that, and
Yeah.
he didn't sell the complete rights of that thing to Disney. He sold the streaming rights for $70 million. Some ridiculous thing like that. Like he still owns everything else. Like it's $3,000 a person to get in for a ticket. So yeah, and also he did all the music for Frozen, Moana. This guy's making bank.
What's his name? Lin-Manuel?
Yeah, I think something like that. I can't remember off the top of my head. All I know is I saw him as the Hamilton dude.
Oh, well, it's a part of history I know nothing about. But anyway.
Well, it's U.S. history. I mean, I know you don't care about that.
I can literally sit there and like
Mouth
do
it.
the whole play. I could.
Yeah, well, so that's the movies done for next week. So we'll be talking about Aussie influences. So it'll be Aussie movies and also
Some Kiwi movies.
Kiwi movies as well as the directors.
Look at bird movies. I'm in.
They have chicken nugget movies.
They do, believe it or not, some very good ones.
I'm in.
I'll tell you what, Kiwis would just love to be called a chicken nugget.
Mm.
Papa Mother said he just retired from a 4K member black church. Maybe I need a better perspective. Yep.
Okay.
A different perspective.
Nothing wrong with having. Nothing wrong with that.
Wait, is Heather like now seeing Hamilton down
Yeah.
there? Oh, that's why I thought I heard faintly
Thanks a
about your
lot.
phone.
Is she watching it secretly while we're speaking?
No.
Look,
Probably on her phone.
She's reciting it. She's reciting it
How many
through
times?
her head, through her mouth.
I can tell you quite honestly that Heather is paying as much attention to us as she was to her own life because Hamilton was in the background.
Yeah, you don't want a copyright strike for that.
Well,
I didn't. I don't have to play it to know it. I played it in my head.
I think she could put it off by heart to sell one woman with all
What?
the parts.
I heard metallic noises.
Hamilton, all the parts.
Australian internet.
It's right. There's a
Australian
drop.
internet.
I know it's one of the hamsters. The
Mate,
hamsters were
mate,
running around
mate.
the wheel.
Mate, our
Pedaling
internet
madly.
is not fast enough for Heather to actually watch 2 shows simultaneously,
And at the same time.
together and at once. Having said that, tautologically,
Also, as well as.
including and
I know.
Yeah.
And I want to reverse backwards as well.
and say the same thing over again.
How many tautologies can we get in one sentence?
Oh, look at this.
Papa, don't bring up that horrible movie. That was sad.
That was a nugget movie.
I like that. Good.
Took away my big fries and my big drink. Why am I saying I'm on a diet right now? I can't even have that stuff. I hate you.
First of all, I hate that they got rid of supersize. Thank you, stupid U.S. government. But I really did like the movie. I thought it was very entertaining.
Which movie are you referring to?
Supersize.
Oh, that's right. Well, how long was it on here for?
Actually, they played, what's his name? The fellow who, who's the fellow who, they had one of his movies last week on TV.
He's done a bunch of stuff since then. Like it's all.
I can't remember what his name is. What's his name?
I pulled it up. Give me a second.
Don't. What's the name? Oh, I can ask people out there.
Morgan Spurlock.
No,
That's his
yes,
name.
yes, correct. Yep.
Okay, so what have you heard in the cruising arena these days?
Well, they were supposed to have their big meeting today, but Trump decided to get COVID, so that got postponed till he's better. So,
Yep.
I mean, there's more optimism now than ever since this has happened. It's just, we gotta wait on Trump to get better. And I think personally, I'll speak first, let Dwight do. But I think what's going to happen is if CDC says no, we're going to keep locked down. There'll be an executive order. It'll be back open because I think if they're at the White House is at that point now with it because everyone's front and everyone I've talked to, no matter what side you're on, it's horrible that and unfair that the cruise industry is getting pegged like this. If everybody else is open, everybody's allowed to do what they want, except for the cruise industry. Makes no sense. So I think I see the executive order being cracked down if CDC doesn't want to play.
Question: Does the side that says lockdown till February, do they have any justification?
Not really, because again, you watched on everything. He ripped apart what he said today. I just think for some reason they're just bullying the cruise industry. They're making them the scapegoat for everything that happened because that was the first major thing that hit our country.
I want to ask a question though. Do you have international flights out of the States?
We have the Cancun. That's how all these people get over there.
Yeah, okay. And beyond that, can you fly to Europe?
I don't know. I really don't know. I don't think so. I don't think you fly that far. I think you just. I don't know how about that much of the travel ban's left.
So in some ways, it's not just. I think it's all travel really that's been hit. It's not. Yes, they're coming down particularly hard on cruising, but I think
Philip is saying that he has a final payment coming up on the 19th of October for the 2nd of January cruise. We'll probably.
I would lose my dollar in a heartbeat.
Another deposit.
Yeah,
Can afford to
but
lose
the
it.
thing is, Philip's in Melbourne, and I don't know where this cruise is coming from or going to. So maybe Philip, you might tell us where the cruise is. At the end of the day, anything out of Australia right now is going to be a bit of a difficult one.
Probably.
Yeah, it's not much. I don't think.
We'll be.
Time.
It seems like y'all are going to be the last to open. I mean, because it seems like Mediterranean's pretty good right now. Europe's getting there. We got 3 states going buck wild right now.
Florida's wide open.
Well, Florida, Georgia too. Georgia's wide open. Mississippi's wide open. Alabama's been wide open. They haven't cared. I mean, shoot, Tennessee hasn't cared in months. When I went up there, when Ken and I went up there, Gatlinburg back in June, different world. You didn't see a lot of people wearing masks around there. It looked somewhat normal. Outside when you had to go in certain places, there were masks, but I mean, it wasn't mandatory there by any means.
Philip, you won't be leaving Melbourne.
Yeah, well, Philip is saying that his ship is going from Melbourne to Adelaide and back
January,
again. For January, but we're still in lockdown, so it's going to be interesting because the phase out of the lockdown is going to be a slow one. So I don't know. It'll be an interesting one.
Yeah.
So if Florida's open, are the ports open?
Cruise industry shut down. So I mean,
the cruise industry, yes, is closed down, but there's ships,
that's right.
Freight ships going in and out of the ports all the time.
But there were freight ships going in and out all the time anyway.
Right.
Trade was going on no matter what.
Yeah, they're not going to close the ports because that's the.
Well, the whole economy will close down.
Exactly.
The priorities. Mind you, they have had freight cargo ships with COVID on them.
Yeah, they have. We've had a
cruise.
We've had a couple.
A few come through.
We've only had one here in our state because we got a big trade route off the Mississippi River here. We've only had one freight. I think it had like 8 people had it, and they just quarantined that ship real quick.
Yeah.
So, talking about quarantining, what do you guys reckon about those ships in Europe? Because Don was alluding to them as well in his discussion about how they handled their COVID circumstances.
Hey, why did you say that word, Sean?
Whoops! That non happy stuff.
Mambo number 19.
Yep, that's it. But he was also suggesting that the hurdy-gurdy, whatever they were, because they didn't follow policy and procedure, that's why they came a cropper. Whereas if all the other ships,
you're talking about that Norwegian ship, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Well, the thing also, if that they had some like 20 stops, they were led on and off passengers every stop. That was the issue there.
Yeah,
I mean that's why it wasn't like a normal cruise where you got 3 or 4 ports and you're done. So you'd have the control. Like I think me and Dwight have talked about this a couple times. It's all about control right now. Control the passengers and where they're going. So until you have that, you can't do a cruise like that one in Norway where it was just so many stops. You're not checking everybody. That's just impossible right now.
Yeah.
I mean, shoot, here we just had our first, big time pro sports team. Tennessee Titans, they got to postpone their NFL game Sunday because they had 12 people get it between personnel players. So that's and these teams are like their own secluded bubbles, team by team. So, but same way you're traveling still, and you had players that went rogue when they were in a different city. Yeah. So it's the same with cruise ships. Cruise tourists know when this starts, you want to go at port, you better have an excursion plan. Without that, you're staying on the ship.
And I was watching Morgan, the unofficial travel guide, and he was talking about going on the Mein Schiff cruise to nowhere. He was saying it was actually quite. I mean, you're on the ship, you're stopping in various ports, but you're not allowed to get off. They had to stop to load up on supplies. But essentially they're not letting anybody off and the cruise is going and everybody's kind of healthy anyway. So there must be some good for it to happen shortly.
I would be okay with the cruise to nowhere.
I would be okay. She put me on a Vista class Carnival, I'll be fine.
Yeah.
But you've got that legal requirement, haven't you?
But that
you've got that legal requirement. You can't do a cruise to nowhere.
Right.
Well,
we have it out. You got to remember, over here, every cruise line has a private island. You just got stop there for a little bit, remove all the vendors that aren't with that cruise line. You can get off, do what you want, and get right back on. That way, you don't have any contamination. That's how you get around that whole cruise to nowhere, tax thing we have.
Does does that law actually say you've got to have people getting off, or can the ship just stop?
You have to. That's why if you go to Alaska, the last port you go to, I forget, somewhere in Canada, you stop for one night for like 3 hours and you get right back on the ship. So I think you have to allow people off.
Okay.
So crew getting off to put food onto the ship does not constitute.
I don't think so.
No.
Yeah. Okay.
That's interesting.
I'd like to know the origins of that.
Yeah.
Well, it's because in Florida they had a bunch of little tiny, like older cruise ships that were bought by smaller companies that were pretty much just casino ships. That what they would do is they'd pack up, fly out to international waters for a night or two, and just have the casino rolling for those 2 days, then come right back in.
Yeah.
And the cruise industry got angry about that. Said, "No, you got to figure out a way to port somewhere." So that's where a lot of that came from.
Okay. Interesting.
Well,
Well, we've got what, 2 years to
2 years to save
cross
up and
fingers
get
and
things happening.
hope that things will be happening by then.
That's true. We'll be fine by then, hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, might be from you at your end, but don't know what's going to happen here.
Well, I don't think we're going to stay in
We'll
lockdown.
be fine.
We're going to stay locked down for 2 years, but whether or not the borders will be locked down, international border.
They can't stop you from going out.
No.
For 2 years? No.
Don't know.
Government would be losing too much money.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, that.
Well,
No, y'all be open probably about.
It's already.
It's gonna be funny, huh?
I was just saying, it's already losing money.
Yeah. We are borrowing money to stay afloat, but having said that, the government is trying to get economy rolling really quickly so that it can pay back the debt. Question is, how soon do they want to pay back the debt? That's going to be a very interesting one. And then we have an election.
we have
so
an
we'll see.
election. Yeah. Yeah.
When is your election?
It's a state election. I think it's coming up. I think it's later in the year. Or is it early next year?
Early next year,
I think it's early next year.
About March.
People are very unhappy with our premier at the moment, and
I don't blame
I
you.
think there's one country right now where they don't have a group of people mad at their boss right now. So
We've got some new people coming in on board here. Basil Ornelas is on board. Keep hoping for the best, he says. Hey, Dad, how you doing?
oh,
well, is it Dad?
It is Dad because I helped Mom set herself up, so that's Dad. Keeping the radio community alive. He has his own radio station once a week that he does his stuff for, so I'm pretty proud of him for that.
Yeah.
Papa Mozo is saying ships assess a port fee at every stop on the itinerary, whether folks disembark or not. That's why the passports have to all be checked prior to initial embarkation.
If you travel,
it's both of them.
Do you Americans travel with your passports?
Well, you use
we do.
If local.
If it's not the Caribbean, if it's going to the Caribbean or like or doing that Mexico one, you could go with a birth certificate. I would never do that personally because I want to wait. Well, it's some type of weird loophole down there. Like you can't do the Alaskan cruise with just a birth certificate. The thing is, though, you get stranded, you're kind of SOL until you get to the U.S. Embassy.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Or
you
have to be medically airlifted off the ship.
Yep.
Well, even if you're medically airlifted, you're still going to the nearest country. It doesn't mean you're going to the U.S.
Correct. But you also have to have a passport to be medically airlifted.
Apparently it's Edith. Edith is with us as well. Basil and Edith today.
So they're both together.
That's nice. I was referring to you, senior, Mr. Rowe.
Yes.
It was a hello to you.
It was a hello to you, Mr. Senior.
And that's from Papa Mozo.
Yep. Good old Papa Mozo. Anyway, let's talk about some happy things. So, no news on when we've got the itinerary yet.
At least we know kind of when it's dropping because Sydney and Sherry. Well, mainly Sydney, but they both kind of said end of October, end of this month, latest early next month. So, the other weird thing right now is the way all the cruise lines are kind of moving their ships around. It's kind of hard to, like, I've been looking at April, just seeing that's the last month we could do in 2022, but I don't know if that's all locked in.
Okay, so if you've looked at the April ones or the earlier ones, what have been some of the itineraries that they've done?
I know Harmony of the Sea has a couple good Eastern Southern Caribbean ones, like the St. Martin, St. John. The one Dwight wants to go on, obviously, has some great 8 days. Just depends on how you hit, though, because it's doing an 8-day or 6-day. We would do, of course, the 8-day.
Yeah,
but it just depends on. You got to remember they rotate their schedule on what they're doing.
Just very quickly, hello to Edna. Welcome aboard. Carry on, TJ.
Hi.
And the only thing about Miami, again, they got pretty much the same as what Cape Canaveral's doing on their Oasis class ship, but it's for some reason Miami's a higher price port, so it's just a higher price for pretty much getting the same thing.
Okay, so what you're thinking is that we'd be going out of Port Canaveral, right?
Well, it would be a group decision. I mean, it's either going to be there Fort Lauderdale, because Fort Lauderdale is where the Quantum Plus that Dwight wants to go on.
Okay.
So, I mean, it just depends on. Like I said, we as the four of us need to vote on it all together as a group.
Yep.
I mean, I want anybody left out. I want everybody at the end of the day is like, okay, we all got to vote in because we do. Because the weird thing with the vote is me and Kayla and Dwight and Heather are a lot of people close on time. I mean, you're actually closer to, Brad and Kim. So, we're just going to have to get a time where all of us can talk and say, okay, here's what we have laid out. What do we choose?
Okay.
We tell
Papa is saying that Barbados or Aruba are much easier out of SJU.
Well, actually, I'm going to Aruba. We'll hopefully go to Aruba in June. So on the horizon, on the Carnival horizon, hopefully.
So excuse my ignorance. What's
SJU?
San Juan.
Okay. Thank you.
Dumb Aussies, we don't know your American places.
That's not America, it's Puerto Rico.
Okay, I'll let that. Let that. You see, we live in a bubble.
Obviously.
We're on lockdown. We don't know anything.
Hang on. If we were to use our abbreviations of some of our places, you wouldn't know them.
Absolutely.
Surely.
Make up stuff.
I could just say anything.
Yeah, go on.
VAN.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Van.
But I mean, us or what have y'all looked at? Like, where y'all kind of leaning towards what you've seen so far? I know Heather's looked at everything like me.
Listen, that did not sound very good. Okay, I don't care where we go as long as we can hit St. Martin.
Well, that one I've mainly seen on Harmony of the Sea out of Port Canaveral, which I just think a part of me keeps on leading that. I'm thinking about logistics too. If everybody like getting a big enough hotel, like we could have one either Port Canaveral or Orlando and get transport.
Can I just ask? Sorry, where is the Kennedy Space Center? Where's
Cape
that?
Canaveral, would be close to it.
Yeah,
Would be close to it.
I'd love.
It's in that area where the cruise port would be because it's kind of all close. If we all flew into Orlando, got a hotel there, we'd be very, very close to Cape Canaveral, like a couple hours.
I'm not gonna fly there though.
Yeah, I know you are driving. Y'all are driving, and Cindy and Doug are driving. The rest of us all got flying, even me.
It's still a 3.5-hour drive.
Whatever. I got an hour and a half flight out of New Orleans.
We've got Tammy Chaudhry
Tammy.
on board. Welcome aboard, Tammy. Papa Mozo is checking whether it is
Yes,
Vanuatu, and yes, you
yes.
got it correct.
Can't
What
believe-
about MEL?
Melbourne?
Possibly a little bit too pretty
Not
obvious.
too easy.
Well, it's actually Tullamarine.
Oh, as in the airport.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
MCO.
That makes it no, or
No, it wasn't. No,
Nope.
it wasn't. No, I remember. I fell for this last time. So isn't it Orlando?
Yes, that's Orlando. That's correct, Lana.
Yeah.
Why?
I know that because I had to move. I had 2 flights. Both my flights to Orlando in December I had to rebook both of them, reschedule both of them because both of them got moved. Like
So-
within 2 days of each other.
so
Milk toast.
so where's BNE?
I don't know. I want to say something, but I can't say it here.
Okay.
BNE.
BNE.
I'm gonna go check on that sound.
No, you're not. Don't cheat. Sean and KC. Hi, everyone from Sean and KC.
No,
Hello.
but back to what we were discussing. I just think Cape would just be logistically easier for everybody to get to. Everybody to get to. But from what I've done, I've done a little bit of hotel research too, just to a point, and we could easily stay in Orlando. We could stay at Cape. Just depends on how we got transported to the hotel. I mean, if we all had to jump in the back of Dwight's truck, and just do an old Florida man style, just ride the bed together, hold our bags. I mean, I'd do that at this point. Hey, Onyx.
Yeah. We're happy to be anywhere and go anywhere. So
Yeah.
we're
So we
really
don't
happy
care.
to slot in with
Yeah.
We just
Papa Mozo was correct first time. It's not. It's Brisbane. Is BNE is the airport code? BNA Nashville.
and we're just going to say good night to J&N Travels too.
JNN.
They're
Time
closing
check,
up,
please.
having a good night, and
Well, I hope it was a fruitful day at work, and you can finally stop lip reading. And hope you enjoy the rest of your evening, guys.
hope you can lip read our accent.
Yep. Papa Mozo is saying Orlando. Well, we're a bit out of there.
ORD.
Us and more FSW.
Oh. Yeah. I don't know how they get these names. Because often they don't match the actual place. The letters. FSW.
That's
Fine.
that's
Where?
actually our airport here in Fort Myers.
Oh, is it?
It means Florida Southwest.
West. I can't do that.
MSY.
And here's my next. That makes no sense.
MSY. YMCA. And we know the one.
I think you type that one.
Why?
MSY.
Is
Mississippi.
I know.
Is that your airport?
That's New Orleans.
There we go.
That's the one.
It's Mississippi South something. I forget what the Y stands for off the top of my head, but that's Louis Armstrong Airport. Well, actually, that's one thing we're gonna vlog when we do our trip, because they just rebuilt the entire airport. Like the old airport is now just for like freight now. So this is gonna be the first it's open. That should be open a year. So we're actually looking forward to filming that when we go down there.
So
BMW.
Larry from Plum Travelers has come on board.
Larry.
Hey, Larry.
Heather's just put on BMW. Well, that's the nice car I'd like to drive.
Oof, I hate BMWs.
Yeah. That's
Yeah. Well,
No, I had one. I have all rights to hate one. I had one. That thing broke more times than I could count.
So I put the legit BWI.
I put BWI. Do you know what that one is?
BWI. No.
TJ?
No.
Baltimore Washington International. Tammy got it.
Hey, Plum Travelers. It had to be.
Awesome. Yes, well, enough showing off with
Our knowledge of airport acronyms.
Yeah.
It's fun. You could try
Everything talk.
in your seat.
You know what? In all real talk, I cannot wait to get you smashed on Light Beer Shot and take you to do a late night Uber to Waffle House with some sketchy guy driving us. Oh, that's gonna be so much fun.
Okay. So let me just teach you something about me, TJ. There's no way you'll get me smashed.
No,
Okay.
you're welcome to America, buddy.
No. You don't get it. I used to be married to a Russian lady whose family used to try and plow me with vodka as much as they could possibly do. Mate, they were pissed. I was nowhere near it.
Oh, did you just say this is a challenge now? Because I like challenges.
No. He's not offering up. No.
Heather, I heard a challenge. Heather, Dwight, I heard a challenge. Y'all hear a challenge?
I heard it too.
Okay, making sure we all heard challenge here.
You're not leading astray.
He'll be on the ship next day. Trust me, I'll make sure that if I got to carry him on. But no, you just put the gauntlet up, buddy. This is America. We don't back down from drinking or fried food, so we're going for this one.
I'm happy. I'm happy for you to drink.
Yeah. Oh, we're getting worried now. Fried food.
I mean, you need that American experience. I want you to be able to tell your husband you got back. What did y'all do the first time in America? We drank a whole bunch of light, weird whiskeys I've never heard of, and we ended up at Waffle House at 3 a.m. It was delicious.
We were eating waffles.
Oh God.
And then you get some other camera scatter, buddy.
And then we went on to something called the Cracker Barrel.
Early in the morning, they had this white gravy that was just amazing with these delicious biscuits. God, that made me hungry. I can't eat hard.
I bet you this is KC over here. He wants me to have some shots right now.
Shots.
Yeah,
that's happening. Shoot. If I can bring my homemade booze card, which I can't find.
Daddy caught you.
Look at my parents don't watch this show.
Listen, I want to tell you something. My parents were at a dinner once with me with that family, and my mom was watching me because every time they were all downing a glass, having a shot or two, I was just sipping at it. I was as sober as can be, and my mom was just sitting there with a big smile on her face. I know
my mom will whoop you for that. A waste of alcohol like that. She goes, "You can drink like a man."
Tammy, that's what I said. Take him to Denny's.
So let me put this to you, right? You'll say to me, "Drink like a. Am I a man or a mouse?"
Drink like a man.
And I'll say to you, I'll squeak up.
No shit. I remember parts. My mom would like pull out tequila out there. Where it's like, "You're gonna drink this." I'm like, what? I've already had too much. She's like, "No, you're gonna drink tequila now." The type of mother I had. Have bad influence.
Oh well, it's what you've been exposed to, I guess.
Exactly, but anywho, it's gonna be a fun time no matter what. I'm just ready to start playing all the extracurricular activities.
Yep. Okay.
Yes, I have. I have the belt. No, you might like it. That's the problem.
Shh.
Even with his parents listening.
The parents are watching.
Reminds me of that commercial.
Your parents will not bat an eye. I can tell you now.
No,
Come on, you know your parents.
My mother would actually grab the other side of the belt and give you a hand. Oh God.
What's the common alcohol you guys drink in Australia?
Well, beer.
Well, beer is the national drink.
Yeah.
If you're talking generally.
Red wine.
Foster's.
What?
What did you say?
What is your beer, by the way? What's your big beer like our Budweiser or Miller Lite?
Well, you guys would say it's Foster's, but we Aussies don't drink Foster's.
I know. I had to throw that at you. I knew that, but that was funny.
VB, Victoria Bitter, or Crown is our upper end market, Crown Lager. But there are some very nice beers that come from Tasmania, which I like.
There's the James
Bogues.
Yeah, James Bogue.
And Squires, which is another one.
Yeah.
There's a
Send me
whole,
some of those. Once I get off this diet, I need to try some Aussie beer. It sounds like I'm always down to try some new beers.
you've got to.
Yeah. But we don't. Foster's is the idea of the overseas market, really, or people from overseas think we drink Foster's here.
Yeah, no.
Well, the whole ad campaign was Foster's Australia for beer.
Yeah, well,
Yeah. It
that
was one of
the world, not
it
to
was
us.
one of the first beers that we were actually producing, and it came out of a factory here in Melbourne. But
Wasn't
then
VB is Foster's?
Yeah,
from the same Colton Draft.
Colton Draft
Yeah.
was all from
CUB.
CUB breweries. Yeah, and then the Japanese bought it. So now Asahi owns
That's not a bad beer.
the breweries. Yeah, that's not a bad beer either.
Mm.
Anyway, enough talking about alcoholic beverages that are going to get us blind and all sorts of other things.
Papa Mosa, which we're looking at June, July 22 is what we're talking about.
Yeah, 2022, Royal Caribbean, big ship. We don't know the itinerary yet. That's where we're at, Papa. It'll be out Florida.
Announced in Wellington is that the beer tastes remarkably similar.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I'll tell you what you guys, what we really dislike about cruising is the coffee.
Oh.
Cruise
Awful.
coffee, even the barista coffee tastes weak as.
No.
Just have extra shots.
We do. We have
We
about
do.
triple and
Yeah,
quadruple
we go
by day two.
exactly.
Ah.
You know, if we went on a drinks package and included coffee in there, our drinks package would be out of the window because we drink it all in coffee.
Yeah.
You can do that.
See, that's the best
Yeah,
part. You go get the the Oasis class has Seattle's best. That's pretty good.
See you later, Mom and Dad. Have a good
Enjoy
afternoon.
your lunch.
We'll talk to you later.
We'll speak soon.
Enjoy your lunch.
I'm planning on that cruise having Irish coffee every morning.
Yeah, we had occasionally in the evening, they were kept offering different types of coffees after dinner
Yep.
in the MDR. We sort of had a sample of a couple. They weren't bad.
Papa Mosa says Mummy loves tea.
That's how Kayla is. Kayla will drink tea the whole cruise.
I like tea, but I like coffee better.
We no,
Oh,
wouldn't touch
Kayla
tea.
still would like the C-Day brunches, and they have like a lot of different teas she gets to try. So that's why she's always been a tea person. She's not really big on coffee. Since with her Nutrisystem diet, she's been back on it, drinking cold coffee, bringing iced coffee, but she's a tea person.
Larry, I like cream in mine. No sugar.
Tammy's suggesting you take us to Denny's.
Well, I said that earlier, but no one was listening.
Yeah, sure, I'll take
Yeah.
it a day. I haven't had a Grand Slam forever.
Hmm.
I forgot yours
Larry's
actually
got-
has those.
Larry's asking, how do we like our coffee? We
Now,
take
cream.
Black
I
as
like-
night.
This is a real North American thing with
Yeah.
cream. We don't have coffee with cream.
we have coffee with milk.
We put milk.
It's better with cream.
Nothing.
Yeah.
It's not something
Straight
we-
black. The bitterness of
Well,
life.
see,
I taste.
See, I don't do sugar because I'm sweet enough already.
No, we don't do sugar. We just
Oh
sweetener. We have. I do.
nope! I just pour it black and drink it.
Can't
That,
use that color, you know that.
huh?
Can't use that color.
Sorry.
Got to be politically correct.
I drink it in plastic cups in the plain stage.
You drink it midnight.
Without-
Yes.
We drink
For
it
some
without
reason, that sounds worse. I drink it plain. Let's put it like that. I drink it plain. That
Wow.
sounds like I can't get in trouble.
All right. Or another way is you drink it like the color of your soul.
Oh,
Yeah, okay.
dear. Okay.
All right.
We're
Larry takes his 3 cream only. Larry, would you like some coffee with your milk?
we have lattes and cappuccinos. Is how
I
we-
can drink it. I can drink it plain.
Sean and Casey says he likes his coffee poured down the sink.
Okay, not a coffee drinker, obviously.
I can drink mine plain. I can drink mine with cream. I can use milk if I have sugar. But I really like French vanilla creamer.
You really like?
French vanilla creamer, she said.
Uh-huh.
French vanilla. Okay. I
Okay.
don't know what French vanilla cream is.
See, really, when it comes to that, I'd rather have an energy drink any day of the week over coffee. To be honest with you, I'll drink coffee, but I like to sip by 300 milligrams of caffeine and rain.
I do like energy drinks though.
Papa
Bang is
Mozo.
amazing.
Papa Mozo says he drinks Pepsi Black, no cream.
No, if you like them, you try the rain or sickle. That is the most delicious thing in the world.
Yeah. Well, as far as we're concerned, I have my caffeine intravenously fed.
Yeah.
I've got the track mark right there.
Yeah.
Perfect. That's one way to do it. Nikki 6.
See, Papa Mo's sister, I like her. She drinks hers the same way.
Uh-huh.
French vanilla is nasty.
Papa, sorry, Larry is saying he loves green tea or Japanese rice tea. Yeah, now we're getting into the interesting drinks.
It was tricky in China trying to get decent coffee, I have to say.
Yeah, was it?
Well, everyone drinks tea.
Ah.
It's it's quite interesting.
Sean and KC, I'm making for my clients. They love it. But then again, you'd be getting the aroma of the coffee and
nothing like the smell of coffee in the morning.
No, definitely not.
I don't know about napalm, but certainly coffee.
Folks, it's that time of the day. I want to thank you all for coming in on board and filling us in with what's happening in the next week.
We look forward to movies
and our banter.
Trivia next week.
Yeah, the banter that we're going to have at the trivia.
Oh, that's going to be epic. It's going to get ridiculous again. We just got to make sure to tell Sean the first 10 minutes we got to be somewhat clean. Then it's buck wild.
And don't forget to wear your Halloween costumes.
Yeah, Mr. Clean.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, Law, you just be you. You're awesome. Just Sean's got to be something.
No, he will be something. Yes, believe me, he will be something. No. We've had a discussion. I'm tossing up, though.
I've been told. Cool. So for Larry, very quickly to repeat the week. So this week will be this week is a movie night, a movie week, where all the channels associated with the Laugh Place will be talking about their favourite movies. So for our next live stream, we'll be talking about Aussie movies and Aussie and Kiwi movies and directors and so forth. And then on the Sunday, your Saturday, we will then be heading into the Trivia 4, which will be hosted by Us and More. And we'll have a double whammy next week. So we will be running from our time 11, from 11 our time, which is 9 your time, right through and do a 2-hour stint. With, of course, having a few other people coming in and having a chat with us about Aussie movies and so forth. So we'll see how we go. Should be an interesting time.
Okay.
The boss doesn't know yet what I've got planned.
No, I've got no idea.
Yeah.
No.
So Papa Mozo is wishing us all blessings, folks. It's time we leave.
Everybody.
Have a awesome week. Have a brilliant weekend and stay safe.
All right.
Bye, guys.
Thanks
Bye,
for
guys.
Bye, all.
Take care. Have fun.
Bye now.
Bye. And have an awesome week, folks.
Enjoy your week. Bye now.